information, blah, blah, blah. There it goes. All right. YouTube's that working now? Thanks for all you do, by the way, and not a lot of people willing to share though that they know. Okay, guys can log into YouTube, see the screen, but today's not showing the screen. Blah blah blank screen. ABR technical challenge. And yeah. Very true. Yeah, Mandy, just hang out for a little bit. AGNC, Jim. AGNC is on the list. Circle rotating on YouTube now. I see spinning circle on desktop. Listening. Okay, I can see you on YouTube. That works. Okay. I didn't get that one. All right, so let's go over gap for a minute. Screen is working on it now. All right. All right, Mandy, just listen for a little bit. Okay, I'll be here until 11:30. You can stay later and we'll chat a little bit later on. Or if you feel more comfortable, DM me with your phone number. I'll give you a buzz and we'll chat that way. Believe it or not, I do answer the phone and I do talk to people. All right, let's take a quick look at gap. Okay. Move along. Yeah. Okay, so a year ago today, we're at $10.05. The bottom of the year was $7.36. That was back at the end of May. From there, let's take a look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days, which was almost New Year's Day. Wow. All right. 90 days ago, we opened up at 21. Went sideways for quite a bit. Had a 90-day bottom at 1834. That was right in the middle of January. From there, we go sideways all the way up until the 7th of March. And then from there, she just shoots right on up. All right, so let's take a look at the last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. Take a look at this. 30 days ago, right here, and it just shoots on up, making a high right there. Then 4 days to the downside. And Friday, we had an up day. Okay. Hey, Jim, finally got rid of WBA for a profit. It was okay. Good for you. I got a nice profit on WBA also. Okay, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the gap. Why? Look at this. The 30-day bottom is here. And look at where it shot up to right there. Now, there's a little bit of profit taken. Only a little. But there's so much more profit waiting to be taken. That's just my humble opinion. Y93. Ooh, what stock are we talking about? Sorry. The gap. GPS, the gap. How high do you think S&P will go? I don't concentrate on that. I think Thinkorswim just froze. Really? Mine didn't. MDGL. Okay, what ticker are we talking about? The gap. Do you hold MO? No. Altria. We're going to take a look. We'll take a look at Altria. All right. I'll write MO on the list because you're the third person who asked about it. All right. So I don't mind the gap. However, I see profit taking come right there. All right. I see profit taking. That's just my humble opinion. So me, I wouldn't do the gap personally. All right. Next one on the list is ENB. Somebody asked for that one. The trend is your friend, only until the end. That's exactly right. Gap gets filled most of the time. Yes, but there's no gap here. Okay, there's no gap. Even though there's the gap, but there's no gap in that what do you call it? An uptrend. All right, so we don't really like that one. ENB. Who came up with that one? Enbridge. Okay, Enbridge. Okay. Whoever, yeah. Why? Yeah, that's correct. Whoever suggested Enbridge, ENB, that's a no. Okay, it's a monthly. Okay, see these are monthly options, and I don't do monthly options. The number's just not there. What do you think of IWF? I never heard of IWF. So I'm thinking IWF is a no. 2 reasons. I'm almost 60. I'm about to retire. What the institution move? Hey, that's a good idea. No, Mandy, weren't you listening? I said no. I don't suggest anything. First off, Mandy, I don't suggest anything. I just read the numbers to give you my opinion. Okay? Now, Gap went up. It did. EPS. Okay, see this right here? Okay, the last 30 days. Look at that increase. Okay, from here all the way up to there. There's going to be profit taking on this. That's just my opinion. What about Riot? Thoughts on Nikola? Nikola! R-I-O-T. What the heck is Riot? Now, does Riot have a dividend? R-I-O-T. Riot Platforms. No dividends in January. No dividends in February. No dividends in March. No dividends in April. No dividends at all. Riot is a big fat no. Thanks. In your opinion, do you see an increase coming? I'm not quite sure. All right, MO. Why does he keep throwing MO at me? Altria. Okay, Altria has its dividend the 4th week of March. That's week number 12. Okay, we're going into, tomorrow is week number 1. Okay, I'm not going to be looking at Altria for another 10 weeks. 10 more weeks before Altria. INTC, it's Intel. INTC. Okay, Intel is in May. Okay, we're coming here. Okay, we are here, week number 1 of April. Okay, Altria. I mean, what was that one? Yeah, that's way too far away. Okay, Cisco, CS, CSCO. Ooh, Cisco is Wednesday. Okay, Intel, Mandy. Intel's not for another 4 weeks. Let's take a look at Cisco. That's coming up for Wednesday. Got a dividend of 40 cents. $49 to $50s. That's going to be a no. Sorry. Cisco's a no. Right? The reason I say that, the last trade was $49.91. I could buy it tomorrow morning at $49.91. The $50 strike price is going for 20 cents. That's not even a 0.5%. NKNL. NKNLA. Nikola. That's a big fat no. It's going for $1. Okay, if they're going for $1, I can almost guarantee they haven't been increasing their dividends for 20 years. All right, VOC. VOC is a no. The monthlies. Well, Steve, you keep giving me crap. Give me something decent, and I can give you a halfway decent answer. Okay, I don't. All right, number 1, I don't do monthlies. Okay, that's number 1. I don't do monthlies. Number 2, I only do stocks that have the dividend coming up in the next couple of weeks. AMAT. I can't help it. You haven't given me a good one. I mean, I have my own personal list. You guys are just throwing stuff at me. 205. So the 205. Oh, here's one. Okay. So the numbers on AMT. Let's take a look at AMT. All right, Steve, you want to know what I'm buying? You actually have to join the morning group. Okay. I'm a nice guy, but I have to draw the line somewhere, and I hope you understand that. But let's take a look at Applied Materials, AMAT. A year ago, we were at 120.77. The bottom of the year was at 108.77. She jumped up to a trading range between 133 and 149. Went sideways all the way up until the end of the year. Okay. The last 90 days ago, we opened up at 163.11. Way the heck over here. Drops down, shoots up, pulls back. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on. We had a nice bottom, 147.91. That was the beginning of January. Our 90-day high looks like a 214. 214.91. That was on the 21st. That was about a week ago. All right, so let's look at the last 30 days. Last 30 days would be right here. 30 days ago today was the 30-day bottom at 197.26. Shoots up, gets a high of 214.26, pulls back, drops down to 197, shoots back up, and gaps up. Look at the gap. Right? She gaps up here, but then she fills in. ANT. Steve, hold out for a second. I'll write ANT down. We'll take a look at it. ANT. All right, I wrote it down. We'll take a look. Where can someone join your group? Patreon. That is correct. I used to catch. JEPQ. Yeah. Long term. Yeah. Elliot, I don't do anything long term. Coinbase is a no. XHMQ. Yeah, that's another ETM. Man, oh man, charts are reversed on TikTok. Messes with my brain. Hey, I got 3 cameras here. It's perfectly fine. Here, this chart here is being broadcast, live broadcast on YouTube. So if you want to check your computer, sit in front of your computer, you can see it live, see the numbers. I'm talking about AMAT, okay, Applied Materials. All right. So anyway, let's take a look at the numbers. She shoots there and has 5 days to the downside. All right. Now, I don't jump into anything with 5 days to the downside. Okay. I want it to make a bottom and then turn around 2 days to the upside. But if you really like Applied Materials at this price right now, I could buy it first thing tomorrow morning at 205.95. And the 205s are going for $3.95. So that means I would make 1.5% if I bought it tomorrow and sold somebody the option, the strike price, the 205. Okay, so I bought it at 205.95. Sell someone the right to buy it from me at 205. I lose 95 cents off the top. Okay, but I'm collecting $3.95, so I get a $3 profit, and $3 is almost 2%, 1.5% of the purchase price. All right, SoundHound now. All right, so that's that one. Let's go back to Macy's because I started out with Macy's. I didn't finish up with it. All right, now I like Macy's. A couple of reasons. One, they've been in business for over 100 years. 2, they're dividend king, which means they've increased their dividends every single year for 50 years or more. Now let's take a look at the numbers and see if they make sense. Okay, a year ago today, Macy's was at 1726. Okay, the bottom of the year for Macy's, they get double bottom, once in the middle of October and again in the middle of November. And that was $10.52. What's the tax rule on dividends? All right, Jonathan, I really suggest you talk to a tax strategist if you're worried about taxes. Okay, that's like going to a Rolls Royce dealer and asking him what kind of gas mileage it gets. Extreme value, accept the strategy in any way. All right, Tim, don't confuse it. You don't like Macy's. You like Macy's 3 weeks before the dividend. Well, Mikey, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the numbers for Macy's, okay? Because we're looking at Macy's right now. We have a bottom of the year at 10.56. We hit it twice, once in October and once in November. Okay, now we shoot up to the last 90 days, which was 90 days ago. We opened up at 2020. Okay, we dipped down. Okay, another double bottom at the 90-day level. Okay, at 17.11. That was on January 19th, and again on February 29th. We already looked at EPD, and EPD was a no. Okay, they have a big, huge opportunity for profit taken on EPD. I wouldn't do it. If I was going to do anything on EPD, it would be buying a put, going to the downside. Anyway, but I'm not talking about that here at the moment. Okay, 30 days ago today, we're at the 30-day bottom at 17.11. Now, she gaps up. Go to this side. Okay, she gaps up right here. Nice gap, all right? I just so happened to own it at that time when it gapped up like that. This went sideways, 5 days to the downside, 2 days to the upside. For me, that is a perfect time to jump in. Okay, a 30-day high here, 5 days to the downside, 2 days to the upside. Look at all the space from Friday's close until the 30-day high. That's just my opinion. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the seasonality. For those of you who don't know what seasonality is, okay, seasonality is taking a look at the 10 years worth of charts, January 1st to December 31st. Okay, let's look at 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, all the way up for 10 years. Okay, the red line represents 10 years worth of data. The blue line represents what it's doing this year. Okay, so this is this year, what it's doing. Okay, this is 10 years worth of data. Okay, what is it doing in the next couple of weeks? Well, I'm going to take my mouse, drop it here, click to the right. Okay, that's basically going sideways with a slight tilt to the upside. Very fun. TOL is 1% plus dividend on Friday. Well, we'll take a look at TOL. TOL's on the list to take a look at. FL. Now, Toll Brothers is on my list, but FL isn't. All right, so let's go look back at the numbers. Okay, because the first thing I want to do is I want to check out the charts and I want to check out the numbers. Okay, so here's what the numbers look like. The last trade was 1999. The bid 1978. The ask 1998. Okay, so the closest one is the 20, and that's going for 47 cents. House builders should do good. I have no idea what that is. Down and the left. Awesome. Okay. Anyway, so the $20 strike price for tomorrow is going for 47 cents. Okay, so clear that. 47 cents is the profit for the 20, and the purchase price is $19.98. And that gives you a grand total of 2.3% for the week if she stays above 20. Okay, great. What if I did the 19.5s? Clear that. 19.5s are going for 72 cents. But I would be losing 50 cents off the top, so I'd be bringing in 22 cents. I think personally I'd go for the 19.5s. Why? Well, because 19.5s is already in the money. Oops, back to this side. The 20 is here. Okay, right now we're at 19.99. The 19.5s are down here. So the stock's just going to go up or sideways, and I'd still be making my 1%. So I like Macy's. I'm going to call plus -1 strike. Okay, so Macy's is on my list and it's circled. Right. So you're asking, what is the one main platform I can buy from besides Coinbase and Robinhood? Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim. I like Thinkorswim. I've been using it like 15 years. What about something like Meta? Is a little low. Should we buy? All right, Mandy, no. Meta does not pay dividends for 20 years or more. Okay, so basically the way the strategy goes, this is something I taught my daughter when she was 9 years old. So I'm kind of hoping that you guys are all over the age of 18, that you should be able to understand. If a 9-year-old little girl can understand this, maybe you can also. So there's 5 criteria I need to meet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. You guys over here on Instagram can pause for a little bit, but I'll be back. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't exit. I don't know if you have to exit out of that. So as I was saying, this was created for my 9-year-old daughter. It had 5 criteria that had to be met. Number 1, it had to be simple. Simple for a 9-year-old. It had to be safe. The income had to be predictable, consistent, and there was no way she could possibly lose. Well, how could that be, you ask? Well, very easily. Rules. Number 1, never buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time. Number 2, never sell at a loss. Number 3, has to have 20 years of increased dividends, minimum. 4, weekly options. 5, the numbers have to work out right. So there's over 9,500 stocks that you can choose from. So out of those 9,500 stocks you can choose from, only about 150 actually make that criteria. Safe, secure, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's it. Okay, 9,500 down to 150. You take those 150, throw them into a calendar, buy when they pay their dividend. You buy it before the dividend, capture that 1%, jump the hell on out, say thank you, and then move on to the next one. Because every single week, there's a stock that's between 5 and 20 stocks every single week. What are they? Well, for that, Mandy, I got to keep you a captive audience. Okay? Now, we do have a trading group that meets every morning, 9:15 to 10:15. We do a bunch of trades, make sure everybody's hitting that 1% goal for the week. Looking forward to the week's training. Jose, all righty. How do I find them? Well, Mandy, you're still new here. Okay? I really do appreciate your interaction. Really do. But you're still new. Just watch a few more trades and see how it works. Why naughty? Jonathan, how long do you hold after the dividend date? All right, Jonathan, you're relatively new here because you weren't listening to what I said. Okay, I buy on a Monday. I like to be out by Friday. Okay, I buy stock Monday morning. I'll give you a perfect example. Macy's right here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be buying some Macy's. Right now, I'm going to buy at the market open. And what is called, if you're looking at your computer, you'll be able to see this. All right. If you're looking at the computer, I do a covered call, and I like the 19.5s. So I jump here at 19.5. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so I jump in at the 19.5s. Apologies, but do you have a beginner course newbie here? All right. Sorry, what stock is this? This is Macy's. Thinkorswim, 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 Macy's. Yeah, Macy's. Okay, so I'm buying it at the market open, right? I'm buying about probably about 1,000 shares. I'm going to buy it at the market, okay? And I'm also going to simultaneously sell 10 contracts. So if I'm buying 1,000 shares, I'm selling 10 contracts. That's giving people the right to buy it from me at basically the exact same price I paid for it. Okay, if I'm paying 20 bucks for it, I'm going to sell it to Joe, Mandy, John, Fred, whoever. I really don't care who buys it from me. Okay, I'm buying the stock. First thing, market open tomorrow. I'm selling somebody the rights, not the obligation. That is a covered call. You have to own the shares first before you can sell a covered call. Now, a covered call is basically kind of like layaway. You know, you put a couple bucks up front. By Friday, you got to come and buy it, or you don't buy it. Okay, BMY. Joe, we'll take a look at BMY. That's Bristol Myers Squibb. BMY. All right. FL. Joe, we already have FL on there. No, I don't do straddles. Okay, you missed the point a little while ago. Okay, it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, all that stuff. Okay, so once you start throwing complex stuff in there, it's no longer simple for a 9-year-old girl. Riven is a no, but CVS is on the list. All right, so as I was saying, here's the trade right here. All right, so let me show you how the profits work. Understand, collect the dividend and the premiums. No, Jonathan, collect the premiums. Get the hell out, move on to another company. All right, confirm and send. My maximum profit on this trade would be $295. What is my investment? Well, my investment on that, didn't we just miss Macy's dividend date? Yes, we did. Now, Dr. Fauci's here. Wow. Now, Dr. Fauci's thoughts on realty income. They have 5-something dividend yield. Yeah, no, sorry. Okay, you're not paying attention either. Yes, we did miss the dividend date, flip and fix. But we're not looking at it for the dividend date. This is just bringing it up because somebody wanted to look at it. I'm buying it because I like the 2%. I like the dividend. I'm the premium. Buy in the money call, 6 months, sell the weeklies or monthlies, ATM buys for less capital. Yeah, Kobe, that's called a calendar spread. And yeah, we don't do that here, okay? Because it's a little more complicated. You're new here, and I can tell because I'm good with names. All right, we're doing covered calls on companies that have increased their dividends for more than 20 years. Holy smokes, Macy's has a good premium. Yes, it does, G-Nels. You said you don't sell at a loss. But what if Macy's goes down after they give the dividend? Do you hold? All right, John, I don't hold until the dividend. Okay? What things do you look for when investing in dividends? A company that is paid for 20 years or more. Paramount. We'll take a look at Paramount also. P-A-R-A. P-A-R-A. Now, ideally, I would like to have the dividend come up because the stocks have a tendency to move up just before the dividend. Now, if a Macy's is offering a 2% dividend, I'll take. I'm 2% premium. I'll take it. JD. Ooh, we did JD the other day. But you want to take a look at JD again? You sneaky little bastard there, Mikey. Or Michael. There's so many Mikes. It's Mike, Michael, and Mikey. There's a couple more Mikes in here. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. All right, if I'm doing the 19.5s, all right, yeah, I might if the numbers look good. Why don't you like Realty Income? It's a monthly optional stock, so it's a definite no. Hey, winner 86, you're a Mike too. Sarah, what about BX? Isn't that Baxter? Isn't BX Baxter? I'll look at BX. MCD, BX. Microtechnology. All right. Okay. So as you can see here, my profit's 295. Okay, 295, and my purchase price is 19,205. 19,205. That gives me a grand total of 1.5%. So I'm one at Blackstone. Yeah, I'm having an issue with DWAC. All right, no. Sorry, I don't do DWAC. Doesn't have 20 years of increase dividends. Sorry, dude. So Macy's, 1.5%. They don't have the dividend coming up, but it's 1.5. That's one strike in the money. At the money right now, it's 2%. Okay? 2% at the money, 1.5%, one strike in the money. I like one strike in the money. It's a little safer, but it is what it is. What dividend do you strongly suggest? All right, Dr. Fauci, I don't suggest anything. BX, 1 year high, less than 1%. Oh, come on. All right, delete this. Okay, move this over. Move it on over. Just slide it on over. Move over, cool dog. The hot dogs moving in. Yeah, X is going to be a no. Okay. Look at this the last couple of days. Okay. Even the 30-day high was here. Back up. It's going to be challenging the next 30-day high. You have all this profit taken here. And at 131, the 132s. Okay, well, the 132s are offering more than 1%. Thoughts on dividends through whole life? Ooh, who's that? Who's asking that question? Dylan. Interesting question. Okay, wait a second. Go back to this question here. Jim Bowman. Buy Macy's on Monday, and before Friday, if it gaps down, what do you do? Well, I refer you back to rule number 1. Do we all know what rule number 1 is? Never buy anything you do not plan on holding for a long period of time. Okay? If you're not okay with rule number 1, you're playing in the wrong sandbox. Okay? So don't buy Macy's if you think it's going to go down. Okay? Don't buy Blackstone if you think it's going to go down and you don't want to hold it. Never buy something you do not want to hold for a long time. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Okay, Dylan, thoughts on dividends through whole life? Yeah, it's a little challenging because I don't know what your structure is there. Don't do options. All right, Jonathan, I want to know why not to do options, because I'm doing rather well on options, and just out of curiosity. Oh, I went to do that today. I didn't do it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do for tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, I'm going to actually go back into my historical trades, because I had a website many years ago, and I used to log all my trades. So I will actually go back into that, and I'll pull up some of the trades from decades ago. In this case, how long do you keep Macy's? Just for a week? I would prefer just for a week. So if I bought Macy's tomorrow morning and I paid $19.98, and I sell somebody the right to buy it from me by Friday at $19.50, let's say she goes up, fine. Let's say she goes nowhere and stays exactly where she is, fine. What if she goes down? Well, if she goes down, I have a choice. On Friday, I can either buy that option back, sell the stock, but it's all going to come down to the numbers. Okay, at the 19.5, at the 19.5, I'm making 1.5%. At the 20, I'm making 2%, but the stock has to go up. So if I don't think it's going to go up, I'm going to go for the 19 or the 19.5. As long as the numbers work. My main goal is 1% per week. All right, now, I never buy something I do not want to hold. Macy's, I have no problem holding Macy's whatsoever. However, it all depends what the numbers look like tomorrow. Do I have a college degree? If so, Dr. Fauci, I have no. You have a college degree. Look at a piece of shit you turned out to be. What should I buy tomorrow? I can't tell you that one, Bobby. I play options. I was replying to someone whom is a novice not to play options. Well, I could say no to that one only because one of the safest trades out there is a covered call. You buy the stock first, you sell somebody the right to buy it from you for basically the same amount of money you just paid for it. The Macy's play that I'm talking about right here, if I buy Macy's at the opening of the day at $19.98, just about 20 bucks, and I sell somebody the right to buy it from me for the exact same amount of money I paid for it, and I can collect a safe 2% return for the week, where is the risk? Okay, if it goes up, the person will buy it from me at 20, because that's what that person does who buys options. Now, I don't buy options in this strategy. I sell options in this strategy. Why? Because I want that safe 1%. Now, if I'm a novice, I would like the safest possible. Mikey, you're sneaking that Marvel in there again. MRVL. All right, Mike, we'll take a look at Marvel again. So, Jonathan, okay, yeah, I agree. You should not be buying options unless you know what you're doing. But if you're doing covered calls, it is one of the safest strategies. And you can do covered calls in an IRA. Okay, now what you can't do in an IRA is you can't do spreads and you can't, there's a lot of things you can't do. But you can do covered calls. Comcast. I used to have a drink here. I don't have my drink tonight. I need a drink. All right, sorry to do this, guys, but I need a drink. You got it? I'll take one of yours. Thank you, baby. Oh, you're so sweet. Sorry about that. Oh, God, that's so much better. Thirsty work. Yep. All right. Hey, El Chayeb. I don't know what that is. All right. So anyway, that was Macy's. Hopefully that answered your question. MO. Somebody want to look at Altria. Ooh, Alcoa. Joe, you keep throwing out some good ones. Alcoa. All right. MO. Altria. Okay. 3370. So we're looking at the third. Yeah. Okay. Altria is a no. Here's why it's a no. I like the chart. The chart looks good. Purchase price 43.70. The 44 is going for 12 cents. That's a no. Okay. Marvel. I'll make MRVL. 71. Ooh. Ooh, wait a second. All right, that's a little bit iffy. APA, that's Apache. APA is Apache, and PY, that's PayPal, that's a no. PYPL. Okay, because I'm pretty sure PayPal has not paid dividends for 20 years or more. AA's at 30-day high. All right, so we'll cross that one off. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you there, Al. All right, so Marvel is kind of interesting. Reason being, look at the numbers. 71 is the purchase price tomorrow morning. The 71 strike price, $1.46. That's 2%. All right, Jeffrey McDaniel, we already looked at Intel already. Sorry, buddy. And it was a no. Okay, now Marvel, the numbers work. But let's look at the charts. JWN. Oh, Nordstrom. JWN. JWN already had their dividend a couple of weeks ago, but I'll take a look at the numbers. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is an absolute definite no. Right. Nah, I can't do that. I'm not constantly coughing like you because I actually got all 32 boosters. Yeah, whatever. I don't like Marvel. Why not? Alrighty. SPY is a no. A year ago today, 43.16. 36.59 was the bottom. That was the end of April last year. She gaps up, goes sideways, dips. Look at the last 90 days. The last 90 days for Marvel. 90 days ago today, we opened up at 61.39. Hello, everybody. Mr. Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts. I already made the donuts. Who remembers that commercial? Okay, jumps up. Hits this nice little trading range. Look at that. 65.5, 71. It goes what? A month and a half? Okay, so last 30 days right there. Okay, 30 days ago we're at 60. We opened up at 68.78. Took about a week to get to the high at 85.76. Drops down about a week and a half to get to the bottom at 63.46. Goes sideways for a bit. Okay, up 2 days, and then went sideways a little bit. So we're sitting at $70. Do you ever look at Canadian dividends? All right, Missy, if they're trading on the U.S. stock market, yeah, I'll look at them. But I don't go into the Canadian stock market to look at because I don't really know what the rules are in Canada. Sorry. Believe it or not, we do have a bunch of Canadians here that actually still trade here, which you guys do need, what do you call it? A VPN, so you can get better deals. All right, so the last trade was 70.88. Okay, is the purchase. The bid 70.85. The ask 71. The 71 is going for 146. I'm not going to do half U.S., half Canada. Missy, I can't help you out with that. Let's take a look at seasonality for Marvel. Look at this. This thing basically is going to go sideways. That's like flatlining. Okay, flatlining. All right, CAVA, that's Carvana. That's a big fat no. They don't have 20 years of increased dividends. All right, so Marvel doesn't look that bad at all for 2% if you like Marvel at 71. Monte Carlo, no taxes. Yeah. I think it's no taxes in there. There's a lot of ways to get away from taxes. I can't tell you, but there is. We have an RSSP account and a treaty agreement so we don't pay the withholding tax to IRA. Okay, Missy, I'm totally clueless on the Canadian tax system. CAVA, invest in Chinese stocks if you want to get rich. All right, thanks, Dr. Fauci. It's like I'm going to take any advice from you after what you did with the American public. CAVA, C-A-V-A, C-A-V-A, CAVA Group. Okay, CAVA is a big fat no. Why is seasonality Marvel flatline and the option so high? All right, Dino Monkey, I really couldn't answer that question for you. Really can't. I don't know what goes on in the heads of the market makers. Do I need a lot of money to make quite a bit of cash? That's an interesting question. Coked Shawn Michaels. Interesting, Dr. Fauci, go ahead. You can have my share as well. Yeah. All right, I can't answer that question for you because everybody has a different financial requirements. Everybody has a different financial dreams. Everybody's starting out with a different financial whatever. All right, anyway, CAVA, C-A-V-A is a big fat no for me. It might not be a no for you. I don't tell people what to do, but I tell you what I'm not going to do is this. Okay, 30-day high, 90-day high, high of the year. Okay, it's never been this high before. Why would I jump in waiting for it to do again? OZK. All right, Misty, SCHD. That is an ETF. Okay, Ozark. 46. Okay, Ozark is going to be a no. Okay. They bid 43.95. They ask 46. The 46 is going for 40 cents. That's less than 1%. Okay, Missy, O is a no. Okay, but everybody keeps asking about O. So let's go through O just for the fun of it. All right. So let's say hypothetically you like O at 54. Okay, see where it is right now? It's at 54. Now, the closest strike price, 54.18. The closest one is the 55. It's going for 50 cents. It's less than 1%, but let's check out the math, just for the fun of it. Yeah, Missy, we are. Let me tell you the difference between a weekly option and a monthly option. Okay, O has monthly options, all right? And the monthly option at 54.18, the closest one is 55, and it is 50 cents per share. Okay, so let's do the math, and I'll show you, and you can see for yourself why I don't like monthlies and why O is a no. Clear that. Okay, so it's a 50-cent premium, okay, and the stock price is 54.18, okay? The numbers are right here. I'm not making these numbers up, okay? 54.18 is the purchase price. Last price was 54.10. The bid is 53.38. The ask, 54.18. That's what I can buy it for. Now, if I sell the strike price 55, because that's the closest one, I can collect 50 cents. Now, that comes to a grand total of 0.9, not even 1%. But here's the thing. That's for a month, which means you have to hold it for 4 weeks. So you're taking that 0.9% over a 4-week period. Okay? So I divide that by 4, and I get 0.2. That's not even 1/4% for a week. So it is a big fat no. Good evening. What about WTR? Okay, MO is already no. We already looked at that one. X, which is US Steel. You can get a positive theta with a calendar strangle spread, less theta but positive delta. Okay, Jay King, you're saying all the right things. However, you're in the wrong arena, playing the wrong game. Okay, this has to be simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. Okay, you're talking about stuff that a 9-year-old would not understand. This strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. ALB. What option broker do you use? Thinkorswim. ALB is Albemarle. Albemarle is on the list for tomorrow. Dr. Fauci, Nancy Pelosi dropped $250,000 on O. Well, good for her. Okay, she's been cheating long enough. She probably should grab some crap. What do you have? A CFA? What the heck is a CFA? I don't know what a CFA is. All right, Missy, thank you for explaining this. Sorry, I'm just learning. That's fine. I just ordered a couple of books. That's cool too. Joe X. Do you have water stocks in your portfolio? I don't have anything in my portfolio. I think, what's in my portfolio at the moment? Hold on a second. BITO. That's it. That's the only thing I have in my portfolio. BITO. And that was just a fluke. ALB had the big jumps last week. Yeah, let's take a look at ALB. ALB. It's not that big. Favorite dividend stock. I'd have to say it's cross between. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold that thought. Walgreens, Macy's, Kohl's, General Motors, Comcast. Top 6. There you go. Okay, ALB. Let's take a look at ALB. NEO. That's a no. All right. So ALB. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay, 132. The 132 is going for almost $3. Ooh, I like that. All right, so let's take a look at ALB. A year ago today, they're at 223.08. The high of the year was 241.19, and that was the middle of July. Hey, Reggie, you showed up. Okay, it dropped down to 112 in November. the last 90 days. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. 90 days ago today, we opened up at 149. Opened up January, NYCB. Oh, you sneaked that one in, didn't you? NYCB. You snuck that in because you know I still have some of that crap. I did. I bought some NYCB. You know, I only bought it for a reason, because it was just a stupid trade. If BITO breaks 34, we will fly. Okay. Well, we'll check on that. All right. The 90-day high was beginning of January. It was beginning of the year. 149.61. She drops, bounces, drops, bounces. I like this movement. This is nice. Okay, so the last 30 days. Well, I want to show you this first. Okay. Check out this movement over here. Okay. Gap up, gap up, gap up. Top of the 30-day period. Come down, and look at this. The market maker took it away. If you don't take your profits, you don't take, see, this is profits right here. 5 days to the upside. Okay, update, gap up, update, gap up, update, gap up. And it topped up at 143. Okay, and then the market maker took it all away from you. EPD. We'll get to that, Dr. Fauci. Just hold your horses. Okay, so we have a 30-day high on the 1st of March. That was 143.19. 2 days later. See, if you don't take your profit, the market maker just takes away from you. 2 days later, you're at the 30-day bottom at 106.69. She jumps up to a trading range between 118 and 126. Just goes sideways. Last 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to the upside. We're sitting at 31.74. Okay, seasonality shows us going which direction? Okay, for the next week or so. Let's go sideways for the week. Going to drop down a little bit next week. Go sideways. Now that's only what it's done over the last 10 years. All right. Cash at me if you can. Yeah, that ain't happening. Problem with BITO, the volume is dying. Yeah, probably. BBC. It's not on my list, but we'll take a look. All right, let's get back to the standard and let's take a look at the numbers. Okay. Now, I like this here because you have this big gap right here, which is almost filled. Goes a little bit more for that gap to fill. Okay, so I like that idea. Now, the 30-day high is way up here. You got a lot of room. Now, what do the numbers look like? URA. XRP is a no. I wouldn't recommend investing in BBC. Okay. Take a tablespoon of cayenne and water and you will thank me tomorrow. I don't have any cayenne. I don't like hot, spicy stuff. What were we looking at? Someone mentioned something. All right. So let's take a look at numbers for ALB. All right. So if I buy ALB, the last trade was 131.74, 130.80, 132. The 132s are going for 297. That's way over 2%. Why not? Yeah, quit coughing. That'd be nice. Okay, clear this. The 132s are going for 297. Divide that by the purchase price, 132 even. And that, my friends, is 2.25%. Yep, right? ALB is circled for tomorrow. Okay, so you guys can't find them for 1%. ALB, Albemarle. Yeah, Dr. Fauci, I wouldn't take those boosters unless you tied me down and drug me. I like to put $5 into something. What should I buy? $5. Might get a bottle of Coke. Coca-Cola. All right. So I like Albemarle. It's on the list. It's circled for tomorrow. All right. So we looked at ANB. That's a no. MO is a no. ANT. Who came up with ANT? ANT. And Antion? No options. That's a no. Toll Brothers. I like Toll Brothers. It is my first time. Chuchilla, ¿qué pasa, amigo? What can I invest it with 10? Almost anything. Future's looking, no. Invest in, yeah, no. I mean 100. Jose, just chill, relax. We're getting there. Toll Brothers, T-O-L. Okay, Toll Brothers is a no. And why is Toll Brothers a no? Check this out. It said high of the year, high of the 30-day period, and high of the 90-day period. Okay, you're standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder. Yeah, that's a no. FL. Foot Locker. Chart looks interesting. 28 to 29s. Ooh, okay. Foot Locker. Let's take a look at Foot Locker. I actually have Alibaba, I think. Or did I sell it? I don't know. All right. All right. So Foot Locker, 28.50, 28.60. 28.50s are going for 60 cents. Woo, the 29s are going for 40 cents. Both of them over a buck. Let's take a look at the numbers. FL has no dividends. Well, how the hell did it end up here? Thanks, Mike. Toll is okay. 1 million houses under construction. Okay. It's at a 52-week low. Actually, no, it's not. Foot Locker has no dividends. Why do you own Alibaba if it's Chinese-based? Oh my goodness, I own it for a different trading strategy. J&J, Missy, that's a good one. J&J. All right, I wrote it down. We'll take a look. Toll year high. What about PSA? BDRX. That's BDRX. Isn't that an ETF? What am I looking down? Okay, BDRX. BDRX. Biodex Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, that's a no. American Water. AWR. That's a no because that's a monthly. AWR is a dividend king. 50 years of increased dividends. For those of you guys who want just dividends, just there you go, AWR. FLGX. FLGX. All Spring Target. Yeah, that's a no. CAP. CAP. You guys are just throwing crap out here. Capital Investment Corp. Yeah, that's a no also. J&J. 158. Buck. Yeah. Sorry, J&J's no. It's not even a 1%. Tesla's a no. If Baba breaks 74, it's a go. Okay. MSFT. MSFT. Okay, I'm going to say no. It's 420. It's a long way to fall. 420s are going for 385. Okay, look at the numbers. 420, 385, not even 1%. ET. ET. Energy transfer. That's a no. Look where the chart is. Way up. That's a year high, 30-day high, 90-day high. No. Okay. When buying an option, do you usually purchase at ask, mid, or bid? I usually do at the market. Back to JD. Let's go to JD. Tesla's price way above intrinsic value. Yes, probably is. JD. Somebody wanted to look at JD. 2760. The 28s are going for. Okay, so that's a 1% right there. LUV. That is Southwest Airlines. No, what airlines is that? I think it's Southwest Airlines. LUV. Okay. FL's a no. Bristol. All right, let's take a look at JD real quick. Okay, a year ago today, let's slide this over. Moving on over. Just rocking on over. QQQ. You with like this. Nope. I don't like the Qs. Southwest Airlines. Okay, Baba needs 77 break. Yep. BDRX is a no. Well, BDRX doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends. Okay, JD a year ago today was at the high of the year at 44.72. She drops down to a trading range of, what was that, 34 to 39, go sideways for a couple months, and then drops to the bottom of the year on 19th, 2092. Last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago today was the 90-day high. 3M. Okay, Michael, JD, the 2750 would net 33. Okay, Mike, we haven't gotten there yet. You're just jumping the gun real quick. 3M. All right. Okay, the 90-day low was in the end of January. That was 2086. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days for JD. Actually, that's not that bad. 30 days ago today, 2285. Missy, Procter & Gamble. PG. Okay, we drop down to a bottom on the 5th. Okay, the 5th. And look at it. Gaps up once, gaps up twice, gaps up 3 times. I like gaps. I do. I like when the gap's up. That's showing the market maker has something up his sleeve. So we got the 30-day high on the 13th. That was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, for the last week or so, we're going slowly to the upside. Not quite at the 30-day high. There's some room there to get that 1%. Let's take a look at it. ABR. All right, I wrote ABR down. We'll take a look at it in a bit if we have time. Only got another hour to go. All right, so we have 5 days to the upside. I like 5 days to the upside. We still have room to go. So the 127.60s. Okay, 127.60. The closest one is a 128. You grab the 1% there. If she goes above, you're still going to get an extra 40 cents. That's 40 cents plus the 28 cents, 68 cents. That's more than almost 3%. I like that. However, let's take a look at the 27.50s. Okay, the 27.50s, you'd still be getting over 1%, but you're in the money. The 27s, no, not quite. So I'm saying the 27.50s. Got to go. Need to enjoy my retirement after positively contributing to society. Oh my God, yeah. Some people are full of themselves. All right, so I would say, yeah, JD is on my list. And they have the they have the dividend coming out. Right? JD. Yes, check that out. Whoa! Definite on the list. Get the dividend on Thursday, because there's a little bit of a challenge here. Here's a little bit of a challenge. You ready? The dividend's on Thursday. Okay. So if I buy it tomorrow morning, collect a premium of 28 cents, or I might do the 27.50 and collect 33 cents. Okay. So if I do JD 27.60, right? That's the purchase price. That's most likely going to change tomorrow morning. But if I do the 27.60 tomorrow morning, I sell somebody the right to buy it from me at 27.50. I lose 10 cents right off the top. But here's the thing. I'm collecting 43 cents. You take 10 cents off that, I'm collecting 33 cents. Maggie, how are ya? One last question. On average, what is your weekly cash flow? It's about 1%. Lately, it's been around 1.5% or 2%, but it's okay. All right, that being said, all right, I can collect, let's see exactly what it looks like from these numbers here, because first thing in the morning, they're going to change. Okay, so if I collect the 33 cents and divide it by the purchase price, 27.50, because I'm already took the 10 cents off, I'm going to lose. If JD breaks 30, all calls, then I have no idea That's going to equal 1.2%. Okay, so that's 1.2% there. And what's the dividend? The dividend is 75 cents. So let's take 33 plus the 75 cents divided by the purchase price, which was $27.50. Give me a grand total of 3.9, and the stock just has to stay above $27.50. Yeah, you got that too, Jen? Jen, freaking awesome, Jen. You got this stuff almost down pat. Hey, Jen, are you still in the closet? Honey, Jen's in the closet still.
Where else can she do her work on this show?
She said yes, baby. Kathy says hi, Jen. I'm in the closet now.
The only place to go to hide.
All right, so I like JD plus the dividend. I'm going to do the 27.5. Fucking almost 4%. Yeah.
And Jen's catching up to you.
Yes, she is. She has 3 kids she's got to hide. She says hi. Stick your hand out, go like that. Nope, down low, right down there.
Oh, hey Jen. I'm your #1 fan.
Yeah. Kathy doesn't like to be on camera. She did when she was younger, not anymore. Isn't the dividend 2.7% for the year? All right, Mike, let's quickly go over it. The dividend for JD, okay, is on the 4th, okay, right here, April 2024, okay, Monday's tomorrow. The EX date is here, okay. Dividend is 75 cents. You could get called out April 3rd. Yes, I could. But if I get called out April 3rd, I'll still make the premium. That's all I really care about. Okay. If I sell the 27.5, I'm collecting 33 cents. Okay, 33 cents is 1.2% of the stock price. Okay, that's my offer. What I want, it's nice to get the dividend. Don't get me wrong, it would be great to get 3.9. But if I only get 1.2, I'm perfectly okay with it. Okay, I'm at that point in my life, and some of you people don't grasp this. Okay, you're gonna get to a certain point. 75 for the year, not the quarter. No, Mike, it's right there. Hold on a second. Or is it right here? Okay, Mike, it's right down here. It's 76 cents, and that's for the quarter. Okay, you get 76 first quarter, 76 second quarter, 76 third quarter, 76 fourth quarter. Okay, we're going to look at JD every quarter. Now we're in the second quarter. Okay, so we're going to take a look at it this week. Now we looked at it last week, collected money on it. We looked at it this week, collect some more money on it. See? Okay, Mike, check it out first thing in the morning. If it works for you. Now, Mike, you're going to be here. Michael, for all you people here, Michael Junko is the very first person who signed up for the morning trade session. Okay, Jen, she's also in the morning trade session also.
We like Mike.
No, it's Michael. There's a Mike and a Michael.
Fine. You like Michael, but it sounds better with Mike.
Okay. The original. Yep. All right, so anyway, I like JD. Don't get me wrong. Okay, if I collect the dividend, where is it? Right here? If I collect the dividend, great. If I don't, I'm fine with it. As long as I'm out by Friday, I really don't care. Honestly. And I don't know how, I don't know how to explain it to people in a manner in which Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. He likes it. He won't like it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. Anyway, see, I don't know why. It's very challenging for me to get people to understand the fact that I really, honestly do not care. If I get my 1%, okay, if I buy it first thing Monday morning, I sell the option for someone to buy it from me, I collect that 1.2% first thing Monday morning. Fine, great, wonderful. Dividend per share is at 6.2. Okay, it can be at 6.2. It can be at 9.3. It can be 7.12. It can be at anything you want. However, this week it's at 0.76. 76 cents per share. So however many shares I buy Monday morning, which I'll figure out tomorrow, I'll do my math, okay, I will collect 76 cents per share. But if somebody buys it from me, if they exercise their option on Tuesday or Wednesday, they will get the dividend and I'll collect the 1.2%. All I care about is the 1% for the week. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it is kind of near the 30-day high. The 30-day high is, what is it? 28.55. Okay, we're at 27.39 at the moment. Which stock are you talking about? You missed that one? JD. Okay, JD.com. JD.com, that's what it is. If it's gapping up, do you buy in the pre-market or sell options when the market opens? All right, Dino Monkey, that's a good question. Okay, I'm going to give you the quote from John F. Kennedy. I think I give this quote out every night. I cannot answer the questions of tomorrow with the information I possess today. Okay, I honestly can't answer that question until the market opens in the morning, until the market maker signs in, the bell rings, ding, 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 and then all the numbers change. As soon as those numbers change, I'll know exactly what the numbers are. I'll punch it into the calculator. If it's a good, I'll hit the yes button. What do you think about the 28 on JD? All right, so here's the thing about the 28. All right, now the 30-day high is 28.55. Okay, that's not bad. Now the 28, you're collecting, your 1%. All right, you're collecting your 1%. It's 28, and you're up for the what do you call it? The dividend on Wednesday, was it? Wednesday or Thursday? Whatever. But the stock has to move up in order to hit it. Right now, the stock's at 27.60. Means it's already in the money at the 27.50. Okay, there's a better chance of getting called out by Friday at the 27.50 because the stock's already there. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense or not. You see, here's the purple line right here. It divides the in the money and the out of the money. See, below the purple line is out of the money, which means the stock has to move up. Okay, the purple line here, that's all in the money. Okay, that's already there. JD, here I may grab 10 contracts if it breaks 30. Okay, why would you want to do 30? This is okay. Who said that? Why naughty? Okay, why naughty? You want to do the 30s? This is a weekly option. Okay, this expires this coming Friday. That's a long way to go. You're looking for. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Okay, the chart we're looking at right now, the high of the year, high of the 30-day period is 855. You want to do the 30. The 30's not even on this chart, dude. But, hey, I'm not telling you what to do. Hey, Calvin Hill. Makes sense. ABT is interesting. Really big spread right now. Yeah, Mike, you're always going to have a really big spread after market hours. That's why we do our trades when the market opens. Buddy Wally, JD is unusual as they pay dividends only once per year. Is that right? Hold on a second. Say it not so, JD. I think Disney pays once a year also.
Yeah, well, the guy in the mouse suit, really.
Oh, whoa, ho, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold on. JD's only paid dividends twice. Where did this stock come from? That's it, May 22 and April 23. So this year will be the third year.
You were wrong.
I wasn't wrong. Somebody suggested it. So I looked it up. The numbers look good, so I bought it. I didn't look at the dividends.
Did you make any money?
Yes, I did.
All right, then. What do you put your bitch in?
When did Disney start paying dividends? Oh, I don't know. But they were on for yearly. Reason why? Okay, it works. So this week anyway, and it does. Yeah, Mike thinks it's funny. You're yelling at me.
I wasn't yelling.
You were expressing your opinion loudly.
There's a difference.
Yes, there is. I do have to admit that. All right. So anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'll buy as many. Yeah. All right, Mike. JD.com is a Chinese stock. Is it really? Okay. Summary. JD. Dun, 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 dun. 5 year. Ooh, yeah. That is interesting. How do I please my girlfriend? Oh my God, you're asking the wrong person.
No, you're not. Could not be happier.
Really? I mean, if we were floating around in the Caribbean right now, and you were floating on your little float with the dolphins and the sharks, you wouldn't be happier?
As long as I was with you.
Oh, you're so sweet, honey.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
Take her to the restaurant? No, she likes my cooking better than restaurant food.
Yep.
Okay, she used to own a couple of restaurants. Wait a minute, she used to own a restaurant, run a couple of restaurants, and she still prefers my food. Sorry. All right. Thank you, Jose. That was very nice of you. Thank you for the flowers. I got flowers, honey. Oh, those for me or those for her? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, that's Yahoo Finance. All right, the volume, 15 million shares, board, 7.6%, blah, blah, blah. 1 year target, 38.65. Earnings per share, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Market cap, blah, blah, blah. What else am I looking at? News, nope, no news. Financials. Wow. Is that, am I looking at that right? 1 billion? Revenue, 1 billion? Okay, so there was 700 million 2 years ago, 900 million, 1 billion, then 1.7 billion. The revenue is going up. The cost of revenue is increasing. Well, that's expected. Gross profit has been increasing. Operating expenses increasing also, but not that much. Net income, that's still increasing. Net non-operating expenses, other expenses, blah, blah, blah. Pre-tax, diluted, blah, blah, blah. Earnings per share, $15 per share. Yeah, well, I'm looking at the details. Tax effect, blah, blah, blah. Analysis. Dude, if you have to ask, you might as well go celebrate. How dare you disrespect this man when he is T? Okay. Good job. You've done 90 minutes. All right, Terry, thank you very much for that. Very nice of you. Estimate, blah, 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 blah. Actual. 43. 67, 6, actual, blah, 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 blah. Past 5 years, 40%. Past years, 20%. Last year, 12%. Current year, 2%. Okay, I can take some of this. All right, so I don't mind too much. All right, MSTR. Thank you for that. Holy, MSTR is one. Yeah, I don't do MSTR. Okay, I don't do anything over $300. So I don't know why people suggest it. I don't know. I guess they just want my reaction. All right, trying to improve your life. Thank you there, Miss Terry. No, women never lies. Honey, what do you think of that one? Women never lie.
They all lie.
Did you hear that? They all lie. I didn't say it, except for you and Jen. I suggested JD. It's been working for me. Well, thank you, a fascinating football fan. That's the one. I will send your wife more than just flowers. Oh my goodness, that would be entertaining to watch. I just love the way she interacts with guys. She's like, oh, buddy, I'm doing you a favor. She puts up her hands and said, don't even. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor. That's what she said. It's funny as hell. She goes like this. She says, yep, you'll thank me later. Trust me. I don't care how smooth you think you are, dude. I really don't. It's entertaining. It really the hell is. All right. So anyway, let's look at something else. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. I don't know who suggested this one, BMY, but we'll take a look at it. BMY. Wow. Can I tell that story, honey? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. You want to know how interesting she was? All right. So when she was younger, she used to be a model. All right. So this guy gets down on one knee it was at a restaurant, right? It was at home. He did it. He bent on a knee and asked you to marry him at home in front of your kids. Can you imagine it, guys? Can you imagine this? You get down. Okay. You get down on the knee. You take out that little box. You open it up and you say, "Will you marry me?" And she looks down at you and she says, "I hope you kept the receipt." Not a no, not a let me think about it, not a, nothing like that. So I hope you kept the receipt. Oh, good for my throat. Anyway, all right, next one. Moving on. Moving on. Oh, so we're looking at Bristol Myers Squibb, right? BMY 55. It's a no. Big fat no. Look at this. Purchase price $54.72. Closest one is the 55. This one going for 15 cents. 15 cents, really? Michael thinks it's funny, honey. She thought she was being thoughtful. Oh, of course. Of course I do. All right. Bristol Myers Squibb. Even though the chart looks great, look at the chart. Looks great. All right. It's an upswing to the upside, but the premium is absolutely horrible. All right. So BMY is a no. CVS. CVS. Ooh. 79, the 80s. Ooh, the 80s. Okay. So the numbers work on CVS. Okay. 79, 75. The 80s are going for 95 cents, which is over 1%. I like that. But look at the chart. Let's take a gander. All right. A gander at the chart. A year ago today, we're at 74.68. The bottom of the year, looks like a double bottom right around 64.5. Hits it one in the middle of August and then hits it again at the end of October. Last 90 days. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago. Okay, 90 days ago, 78.88. A week later, the high of the 90-day period. Okay, 83.25. Now this is just the last 90 days. Okay, get your high up here, comes down, goes up, profit taken up, profit taken up. Look at this nice long run it has. That's a long run. Okay, do you see that? From the beginning of March, for the whole month of March, to the upside. Look at that. Almost a whole 30 days to the upside. BMY breaks. Okay, why naughty? We're at CVS. We passed Bristol Myers Squibb. It just didn't work. Let's look at the last 30 days. Following. What's more important? Size of the boat or the motion of the ocean?
Doesn't matter, you got them both covered.
All right, so I have an issue with this right here. From the bottom of 30 days, okay, top of 30 days. As much as I like the numbers, okay, as much as I like the numbers, look at this movement. Okay, if you think there's not going to be profit taking there sooner or later, you're in for a little bit of a disappointment. Okay, because there's going to be profit taken here sooner or later. There is. Okay, I like the numbers. I do. I like. over this thing. I like the numbers, I do, but I don't like this. So let's no to CVS for this week. Paramount, P-A-R-A. Now, I do this list as you guys rattle them off, all right? So I'm not like, P-A-R-A, tra-la-la-la-la. Ooh, the chart looks good. 1176. Ooh, so the chart looks good and the numbers look good. So let's dive in a little bit deeper, okay? 1176, the 12s are going for 19. That's well over 1%. Even the 1150s are going for 43 cents. All right, let's take a gander. It's still working like Robert De Niro. Yeah. Of course, SCMI. I'm pretty sure SCMI is a, what do you call that? An ETF. I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Jen. Jen, I can always count on you to come up with some of the good stuff. All right, so Paramount. A year ago today, we were at 22.20. The high of the year, 23.94. Got a big drop. I mean, that was a big drop. Okay, 22.82 down to down to what, 16? All right, I don't separate those. Okay, I don't separate my stocks by their category. Oil stocks, travel stocks, meme stocks, healthcare, dry good. I don't separate them that way. I separate them by the calendar. What do I mean by that? Let's take a quick gander. This is how I separate my stocks. This is how I separate my stocks. Put them in the calendar, okay? First week of the year, first week of this month, next week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, next month. They're not separated by anything other than when they pay their dividend. So I have 150 stocks. Okay, so I will look at anywhere between 8 and 20 stocks in a week. And I only take out 3 or 4 because I only get 3 or 4 4 or 5 per week. I've heard that healthcare stocks are good to invest in during recession. Ford's looking good. We'll take a look at Ford, Mikey, if we have the time, because it's 11:15. Okay, and I usually cut out at 11:30. All right, where were we? We were looking at Paramount. All right, so let's take a look at Paramount because the numbers look okay. A year ago, okay, we talked about that. It dropped from 22.94 down to 16.50. Okay, why naughty? We'll take a look at Ford in a minute. It just kept on dropping. Hit a bottom at 10.49, but that wasn't quite the bottom of the year. The bottom of the year was 10.16. All right, so the last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago, okay, we opened up at 15. Hey, LA Soundwaves, what's happening? All right, X, that is U.S. Steel. I like U.S. Steel. I think I bought a lot of U.S. Steel last year. I haven't bought any U.S. Steel this year yet. Ford building something in Dearborn, not sure what for. Ford is at the high of the year. Oh, Mike, if it's at the high of the year, it's going to be a no. All right, so let's take a look. We're at the 90 days. Let's take a look. 90 days at Paramount, okay? Following, that's funny. Can this strategy be used with cash covered calls? That's exactly what this strategy is, dude. All right. 90 days ago, opened up at 15. We topped out the 90-day period right here. Okay, the end of January. From there, she drops down right until the beginning of March. Okay, so what did she do there? From the beginning of March right to there, last 30 days. Yep, I got out of Ford last week also. Okay, 30 days ago today, 11:05. We bottomed out on the 5th. Okay, we bottomed out on the 5th. Up, down, up, down. Look at this, 4 days to the upside. Okay, 30-day high here. Okay, 30-day high here. Bottomed out here, and 4 days to the upside. Perfect. Love it. Let's see what the numbers look like. Now, they don't have the dividend coming up, but they are a dividend stock. If Ford buys Elon, then maybe something new. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I really can't see Elon selling. All right, the numbers. Okay, that's right, you were. You told us all about it. It's about time you sold that thing. All right, 1176 is what I can buy Paramount tomorrow morning at. The 12s are going for 19, which is doable. Okay, that's over 1%. And the 11 and a halves are going for 43. But the 43, I got to take 26 cents off. So 26 cents off of that would bring me down to what, 18 cents, which is still over 1%. When we actually know when we are in a recession, that I don't know. Feel like a definition has changed. Yeah, they keep changing that stuff. All right, so either one. Let's check out the numbers for the 11 and a half because I'm curious at 11 and a half. Okay, so 11 and a half is 43. Okay, I'm going to lose 26 cents right off the top. Subtract 0.26. That's going to equal 17. Okay, divide that by 11 and a half. And I get 1.47. What are we looking at? Para. P-A-R-A. And circled. And that is the 11 and a half. 11 and a half. Okay. I like Paramount 11 and a half. I feel like it's coming, but who knows? Yeah, you never know. But you know, the interesting thing when you hit a recession, okay, all the stocks most of the stocks I look at, I'm 100 years old. Okay, they've been in business for a long time. So you buy Ford, General Motors, IBM, Procter and Gamble, Walgreens, not Walgreens, I don't know. I filed taxes and got a list of my TikTok earnings. Ugh. More shorts, more upsides. Yeah, you never know. All right, so anyway, I like Para at 11 and a half. Okay, so what are we looking at next? That's Paramount. JD, where he looked at BX. Somebody want to look at Blackstone. BX. Whoops. Yeah, that's going to be a no. I don't know. 133s, the 133s. Yep. No, numbers just don't look good. Blackstone 133. 133s are going for 118. Nope, not going to work. Dollar needs strength. Yeah, but the dollar is so widely spread. If the dollar's going to drop out, it's not going to happen for a long time. It may not happen this year. I doubt it. There's just so much out there. What do you think about annuities now? They're paying like, okay, Jim, be I that guy. Okay, Jim, you're new here. If you're looking at 6.5 to 8%, okay, you're definitely new here. We look at it 1% per week. Okay? Okay, so you're asking me about 6.5 to 8% per year? Yeah, no, sorry. I look at 1% per week. Safe, secure, predictable, inconsistent 1%. Anyway, so I'm gonna say no to BX. Okay, the purchase price 133. The 133 is $1.18. Not even 1%. Compounded weekly. Yep. 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 All right, BX is in a Marvel. Somebody wanted to kick Marvel in. I know exactly who that was. MRVL. Didn't we already look at Marvel a little while ago? 71. Yeah. Yeah. Marvel was a yes. Let me take Marvel. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at it again because I didn't write it down. Missy, easy for you to say. This is hard to learn. Missy, no. No, no, no. I taught that this strategy was created. Okay? Okay, I traded for years. I did. My 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. Okay, she's in her 20s now. In 2008, she asked me to teach her. So this was my challenge. The challenge is it had to be easy. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable, consistent, and no way she could possibly lose. Okay, those are the 5 criteria. 5 criteria that I had to meet. 5. Had to be simple, safe, easy, all that kind of neat stuff. Okay? 5 rules. Never buy something you do not want to hold long term. That's the number 1 rule. Number 2, never sell at a loss. Number 3, make sure it has 20 years or more of increased dividends. Okay, almost, Missy, everything you've seen here, most of it's not on my list. Okay, my list is only 150 stocks. That's it. Almost everything. Okay, see all this stuff? Okay, this is today. This was yesterday. This was the day before. Wait a minute. This was today. This was 2 days ago. I wasn't here yesterday. I was sick. And this was before. Okay, out of all these, okay, so I've been doing this since January, this live stuff for 2.5, 3 hours a night. 2.5, 3 hours a night. Okay, and you guys, public, you guys out here, would suggest stuff for me to look at. And I would, but I'll tell you one thing. Out of every stock, and I have a whole book full of all these stocks that you guys told me to look at. Okay, pages and pages, 90 days worth. You guys have only suggested two that were not on my list. 2. Okay? So, every night I'm here, you guys suggest all this crap. And most of it is crap. You know, and I try to entertain you. Okay, this is basically for entertainment. Don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? Sorry. Have to make a phone call. See you later. Okay, so anyway, as I'm saying, you know, these are all the stuff you guys throw out at me. Let me go back some more. All right, it's another one. Another one. See, I got loads and loads of pages that look like that. Okay, loads and loads of them. Okay, so every night, okay, I've only missed one night in the last 90 days. Okay, only missed one night in the last 90 days because I was sick. BBY, that's on my list, and yes. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, so out of all those that you guys suggest, only 2 that were not on my list that made it to my list. Okay, and I think there's a few people here that know what those 2 were. Draft, I was thinking the same, and never listened to it. Beef Honey, you're back again. I'm good with names, especially ones like that. That's a good name. Beef Honey. All right, so Marvel. We're looking at Marvel right now. That goes to show it's too hard. Now, Missy, it's not, because there's only 150 stocks, okay? 150 stocks actually meet my criteria. My criteria is 20 years of increased dividends. It's really not that hard. The Dividend Kings, 50 years of increased dividends. There's 54 of those. Okay, the Dividend Aristocrats, 56 of those. The Dividend Champions, 147. Okay, you look at those 3 lists alone, you get more than 150 stocks. That's it. Go to Google. What are the Dividend Kings? What are the Dividend Champions? What are the Dividend Aristocrats? Okay, those 3 lists right there will give you every single stock that's on my list. It's really not that hard. Bobby Johnson, where can you find my personal list? You got to join the Morning Crew. The Morning Crew, because you know I'm a nice person, but I have to draw the line somewhere. I got to cut the umbilical cord somewhere. Okay. All right. Where were we? Marvel. Oh, we're still looking at Marvel. Okay, a year ago, Marvel was at 4306. Secretariat, Alcoa. That's on the list. Secretariat, it's coming up. Wait a minute, we crossed Alcoa off. Why? Why did we cross Alcoa off? Okay, the bottom was 3680. Last 90 days. 90 days ago, we were at 6139. We bottomed out at 5576. The top was 8589. Now, the last 30 days. Morning Crew, what time? I can listen while at work. Well, the Morning Crew starts at 9:15. We jump on at 9:15, and we trade up until 10:15. I do the podcast first. Always do the podcast first, because I've been doing the podcast the last 4 years. So basically, everyone in the morning crew, they listen to the podcast while I'm doing it live. And then after the podcast is done, ask questions. And I stay on until you guys are all done asking questions. So, Tammy Lynn Manuel. Tammy Lynn. Okay, up in the bio over here, you will see, again, you pop me right there in the face, up in the bio, and that'll take you to a link. And the link says The 10-Minute Trader. Here it is right here, The 10-Minute Trader. Okay, a video explains the 3-step rule. Another one shows the no risk trades, it explains a little bit better. That little icon right there, trading live online, that one. And you go to here, the social media, my YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, LinkedIn, Patreon. Patreon is the one where you sign up to actually be on the live trades and the morning crew. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. All right, let's stick with the numbers. Okay, so at this moment in time, 30-day high, 85.76. Likely cross off because of 30-day and 60-day high, just under the 90-day high. Okay, yeah, Secretary, that's probably why we cross it off. You're welcome, Tammy. And if you really need to talk, DM me. Okay, go ahead, DM me with your number. I will give you a call, and we can chat. And if you feel comfortable with it, you can join us. Premium is big, though. Yeah, well, sometimes it doesn't really matter about the premium. Sometimes, the premium's got to work, but the premium is the last thing. First thing is the dividend. Oop, saying hi to somebody over here on Instagram. Hey, over there on Instagram. First thing is, when do they pay the dividend? That's the first. Okay, when you get a list, when you're part of the morning crew, you get a list the day, like Sunday, like Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. That way you can do your own research if you want. But Monday morning, I go through the whole list and I do the trades as I'm doing the podcast. Does Patreon have a trial? I just signed up, but not sure I got the right one. Big Drew, I don't quite know how the trial works with them. Also, I know there's 3 levels. Okay, and the $100 level is the one that is live in the mornings. Okay, the $50 level is, I think, is live 1 day a week. That's it, because it's a very simple strategy. And the $500 one a month is for people who actually want one-on-one. One-on-one, nobody else in the crowd. Ask as many questions as you like. Let's get back to Marvel. The numbers. Okay, so currently, right now, it is $71. 71.01. 71 is going for 146. That is, I believe, 2%. Clear this out of here. 146, and I divide it by the purchase price of 71, and that comes a grand total of 2%. So yeah, this is on my list for tomorrow. Marvel. MRVL. Okay, and it is circled. Wow, I have too many to pick from tomorrow. Damn it. Hey, Michael, check you out in the morning. Hey, I got a notice. All right, so that being said, yeah, Marvel is on the list. Next on the list is Apache. Somebody asked for this one. Apache's on the list. APA. APA Group. 34.50. Ooh, nice. Nice. I like it. All right, let's take a quick look. Yep, we're starting early. I'm thinking about starting at 9 tomorrow because there's so many stocks. And the only reason why I'm suggesting starting at 9 is like I'm almost 100% cash in 2 of my accounts. Okay, I have 5 accounts in case you guys didn't know. 5. I do 2 of them with this strategy. Okay, and both of them wiped out on Thursday. Everything got bought out. So back into cash, which is cool. I don't mind that at all. Good night. I'll be back. All right, Missy, it was nice chatting with you. All right, so I got lots of money to spend. Yeah, me too. Anyway, let's take a look at Apache. A year ago today, Apache was at $35.99, right? She topped out at $46.07. And that was the beginning of September. From there, she drops down. It just keeps on dropping to the bottom of the. We got a double bottom at 29.40. Okay. Now, last 90 days. 90 days ago, we opened up at 36.31. Beef Honey, do you have enough money to pump a stock if you wanted to? No, I do not. I don't think anybody in this group does. Okay, so 90 days ago, we opened up at 36.15. The 90-day high was 36.93. 96 bottom, we have a double bottom at 29.45. Once in the beginning of February, once toward the middle of February. Okay, last 30 days. Last 30 days. Ooh, look at that. The 30-day bottom. 30-day bottom, 30 days ago. 30-day top, Tuesday. Yeah, that's too close to the 30-day top for me. Even though the premium is okay. Oh, Jen, way to go. Hey, Jen, out of curiosity, what did you make last week? I'm curious. I think Michael made two something. I don't know. All right, so no to APA. Not that I don't like APA, I do, but 30 days ago was a 30-day bottom. A couple of days ago was a 30-day top. It could continue going up. I don't want to chance it. I mean, there's too many. I get way too many other possibilities for next week. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 9 possibilities. They're not even on my list. Draft, get 2.6. Nice, Draft. Way to go. Okay, I like APA, but it's not working. Secretariat, 2.9. Oh, yeah, buddy, way to go. Could you imagine doing that every single week? Nice. 2.7. Love the hike. Way to go. I haven't even calculated mine yet. I was sick yesterday. Yes, I can. Yeah, that's nicely done. All right, so where were we? Okay, APA was a no. PayPal. I can basically tell you PayPal's a no, but I'm kind of curious. PYPL. Interesting. 67. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a gander at it. All right. Wait a minute. PayPal doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends. Where are we? Right here. PYPL. What website are you using for your charts? That's Thinkorswim. Hey, Lone Wolf, how you doing? Feeling much better today. I had something. I think it was the apple cider. Apple cider or the blueberries, one or the other. Because me and the wife, I made a breakfast the other day, and we both had the exact same thing. Okay, we ate the exact same thing, except I had half a handful of blueberries and some ice water and some apple cider. And I was puking like a dog the whole day. Horrible. Historical data. Okay, right now we're looking at PayPal because I'm not thinking that PayPal has dividends or 20 years worth of dividends. They have no dividends, so PayPal's a definite no. What was it I missed? You missed everything. What about MO? MO was a no. Okay, NYCB. IRM. I just signed up for Patreon. Excited to participate. All right, Jeffrey, I'm going to have to get you a link for what we're looking at in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to check that before I go to bed to make sure that you get the link so you get the invite. Yeah, for those guys just joined a little bit ago, I'll send you out the list tonight before I go to bed. First part of the morning, I do the podcast. So just be quiet for the first part of the morning. Okay, after I'm done with the podcast, I'll say, hit the save button and open up for questions. And then you can ask as many questions as you want. But 1,000 at 320. Okay, for a gamble. All right, good for you. I don't do O because it pays monthly. Okay, it has monthly options. So I don't do O. And the options suck. They do. Okay, less than 1/4%. All right, so PayPal was a no. Numbers just don't look right. Now we're going for NYCB. Now, no, man. Oh, yeah, NYCB. We're going to take a look at that right now. I bought a bunch of those too. NYCB. Now, this was not a dividend play. This was a fluke. Somebody rattled it off. I saw the numbers. I read the news, and the new management is coming in. Okay, so new management coming in. New York City, New York Credit Bank, New York City Bank, whatever it is, New York Community Bank. All right, so a year ago we're at 887. High of the year 1422. Okay, big huge gap down. Let's look at the last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago we were at 1038. Okay, we topped out the 90-day period. It was like 3 or 4, like a quadruple high at 1058. Okay, and then on the end of January, she drops. That's a big drop. Look at that. From 1040 down to like $6. Okay, it doesn't sound like a lot, but dropping $4 on a $10 stock, that's a 40% drop. SPYD, that's an absolute no. Sorry, John. Okay, so last 30 days, where are we? Right there. All right, last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we were at 481. A couple of days later, we got the 30-day bottom at 170. Okay. The only reason for that, John, is as I don't do ETFs, and SPDY is an ETF. All right, Ford, we'll take a look at Ford, but I think Ford's at a high of the year. Okay, but Ford is on the list. Okay, yeah, Ford is on the list. All right, so we've basically been going sideways for the past couple of weeks. Okay, now I jumped in at I think 380. Okay, and I sold the 350s. Yeah, so the 350s are only going for, I only got 5 cents for the 350s. Not a lot, but I think it's going to go up. It is one of those flukes. ABR. What the heck is ABR? Arbor Realty. Yeah, I don't do REITs. They pay for crap. 1339, 1350 is going for 5 cents. Okay. Yeah, the REIT. Yeah. 1339 is the purchase price. 13s is going for 35 cents, but you're losing 39 right off the top. Means you're losing all your money. 1350s are going for a nickel. Not worth it. Sorry. That's just my humble opinion. Okay, you guys got to understand. This is just my humble opinion. What I'm telling you, I'm just reading the numbers. Okay. Up here, you can get these numbers any way you want. The last trade, the bid, the ask, the volume. Okay, the open, the high, the low. Okay, this was the close. Alrighty, these are the strike prices for the option. This is called the option chain. The strike prices 11, 11.50, 12, 12.50, 13, 13.50, so on and so forth. These numbers you can get anywhere. The chart, you can get the chart anywhere also. Okay, this is the 1 year chart. Okay, a year ago, the high, the low. Okay, what's it at now? How it's moving. You can get these anywhere. I'm just giving you my opinion on that. Can you take a look at HOG, Harley Davidson? $44. Yeah, it's going to be a no. Okay. 44.24. The 44s are going for 50 cents. You drop that 24 cents, you're getting 26 cents. 26 cents on a $44 stock doesn't work. And, look where the stock is. It's at the high of the year. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I like the Harley Davidson. I used to have one. I traded it in for Goldwing. It's killing my back. And one thing I like about Goldwings over Harley Davidsons is Goldwing has a reverse. Good night, sir. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Tuchilo. Have a nice night. Alrighty, so next on the list is BBC. Somebody suggested BBC. I don't know why. BBC it's an ETF. That's a big fat no. It's a monthly. That's a no. Oh, someone popped up with Johnson & Johnson. Okay, JEPI, that's also an ETF. That's a no. The reason why I don't look at ETFs, okay, ETFs have a bunch of stocks inside them. Okay, was it JEPI? JEPI. Okay. JP Morgan Premium Income, JEPI. All right, this is JEPI. So what I want to look at is right here. Holdings. It's going to tell me exactly what's in there. Okay, so Meta, Amazon, Train Tech, PGR, Microsoft, Intuit, MasterCard, ACN, AbbVie, Visa. Okay, I took all these stocks out of the ETFs. Okay, I took them out of the ETFs and I put them right here. Where is it? Right. Here we go. Whoops. Wrong one. Okay. Here's all the ETFs. Not the ETFs themselves, but the stocks that are held by the top 20 ETFs. So I took all the top 20 ETFs, okay, and I sucked out all the stocks and I put them into the calendar to find out when the stocks pay their dividends. That's all I'm interested in. BMY, we already looked at it. It was a no for this upcoming week. Wait, did we even finish NYCB? I think we did finish NYCB. NYCB. Okay, right now it's at 322. Okay, the threes are going for 25 cents. Okay, if I buy it at 324, okay, the threes are going for 25 cents. That means you only make a penny off of it. That's a no. Okay, Bristol Myers Squibb, we looked at that one. JNW looks good for the week. Had a 40% drop. Yeah, I know, I saw that. I asked last time, can you do ETO? We already did ET, and that was a no. Energy transfer, ET. Okay. 2 reasons. Okay. 2 reasons why ET is a no. All right. You ready for this, Chase? 2 reasons. Number 1, it's at the high of the year. Where do you think it's going to go? Okay. It's never been higher than it is at the moment. That's number 1. Number 2 is the purchase price is $15.75. The 16s are going for 2 cents. No. The 1550s are going for 24 cents. No. Okay. Numbers just don't work, and the chart doesn't work. So no for energy transfer. In my humble opinion, if you like it, I don't ever tell people what to do. I'm just reading the numbers. Reading the numbers and giving my opinion. Right now, it's at the high of the year. Do I think it's going to go higher? I don't know. I don't care. But I'm not putting my money on it. Dino Monkey, how often do you update your calendar EX date? How often does it change? Ooh, good question. Let's do something really fun. This would be fun. You ready for this? All right. Dun, 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 dun. Warren Buffett's list. Let's go back to January. All right. All right, Dino Monkey, you see the list? American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life, MasterCard, Verizon, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon. Okay? That's 2024. 2023. American Express, Globe Life, Bristol Myers Squibb, MasterCard, Verizon, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon. Does that sound familiar? 2022. Okay, that's December. You can't count that. American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Verizon, Globe Life, MasterCard, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon. Sounds familiar. That's 2022. 2020. There we go. Okay. Bristol Myers Squibb, American Express, MasterCard, Globe Life, Verizon, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Ally Bank, Bank Mellon, blah, blah, blah. It's the same. Let's go back to 2024. Here we go. Lowe's. Somebody likes Lowe's. I buy Lowe's every quarter. L-O-W. Why? Because it just looks good. But it's a no this week. No, yeah. Companies don't change. You know, if you buy, let's say you buy Bristol Myers Squibb and they pay you a nice premium and they continue to do it every single year, why would you not want to continue doing it? All right, Lowe's is going to be a no. 27.50, 257.32. The 257s are going for $1.17. No. All right, next one, LUV. Southeast Airlines. 29.50s. Ooh, 29s. I'm losing 30 cents. 30 cents is 21. That's going to be a no this time of year. Sorry, 29. 29.30. 29 and a half. Go for 27. Just a little bit below 1%. They got the dividend coming up soon, but still not quite making it. Bought 13s, 16s, June's earnings, May 3rd. Okay, Chase, not quite sure about that. Sorry for the stupid, not a stupid question. SYHA is giving 4.5 to 5% interest PA. How dividend stock is better? Okay. HYSA. Okay, bond like stock high yield. 22.54. Okay, so high yield savings account. Okay, do they give 30% or more per year? INO is high last year. Okay. Okay, Cinematic reveals. Okay, are they paying 30% per year or more? 5% is annual. This is weekly. Yeah, thank you, Dino Monkey. Okay, Cinematic reveals. Okay, we look for a safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, 1% per week comes to 50% per year. So I'm not quite sure. Best dividend stock to invest in. Okay, my opinion is I don't invest in dividend stocks. I do a rotate. Okay, JNW for tomorrow. Did we do JNW? JWN? We already did JWN. Where were you, buddy? WPM. WPM. Oh, wow. Thanks for that info. Okay, Cinematic reveals you're new here, which is perfectly okay. I'm here every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11:30. That's 2.5 hours. 2.5. Whatever. 2.5 hours. Okay? Ask any question you want. But this trading strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter when she was 9. This was back in 2008. It had to be simple. It had to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way she could lose. 5 rules. Okay, that was the 5 criteria that I had to come up with, this strategy. All right. ICT. What the heck is ICT? ICT. There's no options. That's a no. Sorry. So, as I was saying, that was the 5 criteria. 5 criteria. Had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. 5 rules. 5 rules. And this is important. 5 rules. Rule number 1. Okay? Never ever buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time, because you just might have to. Okay? Number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold for a long period of time. Inner Circle trader, you don't know him. The Inner Circle trader, you don't know him. I have no idea. He's talking about ICT is a trading strategy, not a ticker. They also might be new to the 10-minute trader. Okay, that's fine. I have a question. How do options work? Ooh, that's a good question, Jose. 1 minute. How do you feel about companies declaring special dividends? Check out Claire One. Yeah. Henry, you got to give me the stock symbol. So how do options work? Wait a minute. I was talking about the 5 criteria. 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay. 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time because you just might have to. Okay. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, have to have 20 years or more of increased dividends. Rule number 4, weekly options only. And rule number 5, the numbers have to work. Okay? It's pretty simple. 5 criteria, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose, and 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term, never sell at a loss, 20 years of increased dividends, weekly options, and the numbers got to work. That's it. 5 by 5. It's called my 5 by 5 trading strategy. Would you recommend options over Forex? Okay, Forex, I tried it once. You have to sit there all day long looking for setups, looking for plans, and listening to the news consistently. Did you do Dollar General? Not today. 159. That's a no. Dollar General. Okay, 159.23. The 160s are going for 77 cents. No. FWRD. FWRD. Forward Air. That's a no. Okay. Monthlies. I don't do monthlies. They just don't pay enough. What's a good? Oh, what about options? Oh, yeah. Can I start at 14? Well, unfortunately, at 14, you really can't do anything. Okay. But here's the thing. Okay. I taught my daughter when she was 9. Okay. Jen, good night. See you in the morning. Okay. Did we do X? No, LA. We haven't got there yet. It's a couple more to go. This was for some of that kid at 14. I taught my daughter at 9 years old. You would have to have your parents open up an account for you. Okay. That way you can do it. It's pretty simple. Okay, the list is, it's a list. You take a look at the top stocks. You find it when they pay their dividends. You buy them before they pay their dividend, they have a tendency to go up. Now, we use options just to let them know that we like that 1% per week. Usually, dividends pay well when we invest more. Will dividends work in a smaller account? Yes, they will. Okay, now I have a bunch of different strategies I do. Okay, now my grandson, he's 4 years old. His account started out with $50. Okay, now buy a stock. When the stock goes up, you take the dividend. Then you move on to the next one. Forex takes too much time. This is more like Ronco roast a shear oven. Set it and forget. I remember that. I remember we used to love that roast a shear oven. You stick it in there, stick the fucking thing, and roast nice and slow, and it was so freaking good. Okay, who invests in dividends when the money markets are like 5% right now? Okay, Liam, you're new here. Okay. Your best bet, Liam's come on a day earlier. You may see how the whole thing works. Pam, do you have to have the dividend for a certain period of time before they paid out? Oh, that's a good question. I thought you might like that. All right. Why? Sorry, not who. Okay, I don't know about that one. But Pam, I'm going to go back for a second. Hold on. All right, Pam, do you have to have the dividend for a certain period of time before you pay it out? You know what, Pam? When I first started investing, I thought you had to own the stock all year in order to collect the dividend. You don't. You don't have to have it for a day. Okay, there's 4 dates to remember. There's the announcement date, there's the EX date, there is the date of record, and there's the payment date. Now, the announcement date, that's self-explanatory. That's when they announce when they pay the dividend. The EX date, that's the important one. The EX date, you see these little green dots? Those green dots right there? Those are the EX dates. That is the last day the stock trades before the dividends pay it out. The date of record is usually the day after the EX date. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. So you only have to own the stock for 1 day, or 2 days, because you buy it, and the next one is called the date of record. The EX date and the date of record. Then you can sell it and you still collect the dividend. Okay, I thought you might like that. CP hook, I have no idea. What did you just say? Yeah. The roast to share, I used to love that. I'm interested in long-term dividends. Patriot account really help you out with that. Sir, I'm new here. My puts are putting. Okay. 50. How? I'm playing with 500. Okay, Fish and Bob. I don't usually do this, but a lot of people have been asking. Hold tight for a minute. I'm interested in long-term dividends. Okay, well, you're at the wrong place. I don't do long-term anything. You're welcome, Pam. All right, let's take a quick gander. I want to show you something real quick. This is for, what's his name? What's his name? Where'd he go? All right. Fishing Bob, are you ready? All right, I want to go back to, let's go back to March. Why not? Okay, now, all right, first off, Fishing Bob, can you see this? This is dividend calendar. This is one of the stocks. See these stocks right here? All these little green dots are all companies. They pay those are the EX dates. Okay? All those little dots. EX dates of certain companies. All right? So let's take Hewlett Packard, for instance. Hewlett Packard is right here. Okay? And Hewlett Packard is paying out 27 cents for the dividend. 27 cents. All right. So I want to go 10 days prior to the EX date. Okay? 10 days. 26th or the 27th is when I want to buy it. All right, so I'm going to go over here, HPQ. All right, now I look at the 26th of February, 27th of February. Where is it? 26? 26. All right. All right. So HPQ, 10 days prior. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, 27. Yeah. 10. We got. Just go up 2. Okay, that's 5. That's 10. 27th. All right, so let's go into the 27th. All right, now this number over here, whoops, over this side. This number over here, that's the date, okay? February 27, 24. Opening price of the day, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close of the day, okay? Date, open, high, low, close. Right there. All right, now the dividend is here, 27 cents. All right, so hypothetically speaking, this is hypothetically now. Now, you buy the stock at the opening of the day. Whatever that fills out at the opening of the day, you add that 27 cents in. Okay, so I will show you in a minute. Hold on. So whatever it opens up at, and apparently it opened up at 28.96. Okay, so clear this. 28.96 was the opening of the day. You see that? 28.96, the opening of the day. Now, I'm going to add the 27-cent dividend into it. Okay, I'm going to add 0.27. That equals 29.23. That is your exit target. So you're basically collecting the dividends equivalents. Not the dividend itself, but the dividend equivalent. The dividend is 27 cents. You're adding that 27 cents into whatever you bought it for. So if you buy it at the opening of the day, okay, let's see how many days it takes to hit 29.23. Okay, so let's go back over here. Okay, the opening of the day was 28.96. Okay, our target price, 29.23. Okay, so day one, the high is 28.98. Didn't hit it. Day 2, 29.09, didn't hit it. Day 3, 29.07, didn't hit it. Day 4, 29.63. What was our target? 29.23. Okay, so day 4, you're out. You see that? You jump in 10 days before the EX date. You add the dividend into it, and that's your target exit. So how do you actually do that? Well, let's go to the trade. Now, the trade right here, HBQ. Let's get rid of this. Now, this is how you do it. Okay, come over to buy custom. You'd have to learn how to set this up. It's not that easy. Once you get it, it's a double. It's called a trigger trade. Okay, it's a double trade. So you're buying and selling at the same time. The first one, the green is a buy and the red is a sell. So let's say you only had 50 bucks. 50 bucks, you're only going to be able to buy 2 shares. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So at 50 bucks, you only be able to buy 2 shares. You come over here, so you're buying the first one at the market to open. The second one, you are selling. All right. Ready? Go this way. The first one, the green one, buy 2 shares, Hewlett Packard, at the market at the opening of the day. Then you're going to sell 2 shares, Hewlett Packard, triggered. Here you go. This is the important one. Triggered by a 27-cent increase. Limit order, good till cancel. What does that mean? Well, that means you're buying it at the market to open. Whatever it opens at in the morning is what you're buying it at. Okay? Now, you're buying it at the open of the market. Then as soon as that fills, okay, as soon as that fills, the computer's going to add that 27-cent profit that you want instead a sell option. Sell a sell trade. Okay? Sell to close. So you're getting that 27 cents whenever it fills. Okay, good till cancel means it's good. That order is good until you cancel it. That will last for 90 days. If it doesn't fill in that 90 days, you have to go back and do something else. But here's the thing. If it doesn't hit that target within that 10-day time frame, you're collecting the dividend anyway. So you're collecting the dividend or you're collecting the dividend's equivalents, one or the other. Now, stocks have a tendency to go down after they pay the dividend. That's why you want to get in 10 days before they pay the dividend. Because all my years of trading, I have noticed the stocks have a tendency to move up just before the EX date. That make sense? And I'm going to go shoot on up and see what questions I got. Divide stock. Okay, draft. Thank you for that. Thanks for answering that question. Thanks, Pam. Okay, Patriot. That's just setting a limit trade. Unless your trade have no commissions, you won't profit with only 50 bucks. Well, Patriot, that's not true. Because Thinkorswim, yeah, you'll have that issue. Robinhood doesn't have any commissions. You got it? You're teaching the theory. Yeah, well, if you take a look, historically speaking, I like it when people question me on this one. All right, we're going to take a look at, which one were we just looking at? Hewlett Packard. All right, HPQ. Now, I like when people question me on this one. All right, historical data. Okay, coming over to historical data for Hewlett Packard. Now, okay, here's Hewlett Packard. Look, here's a dividend right here. Can you see that? The dividend right there? Now, I want to count 10 days. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 28.72. Okay, here we go. Clear that. 28.72. The dividend is 28 cents plus 0.28. That gives you a grand total of 28.48. Okay, so the first column is the opening of the day. This is the opening of the day. Second column is the high of the day. All right, so we're going 10 days. 10 days was 28.72 right there. My target exit price is 28.48, correct? Hold on, Mike. Okay. March 12th. 28 cents. 10 days. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 28.72. I had the 28-cent dividend in over here. My exit target is 28.48. The high of the day is 29.09. Same day. I'm in first thing in the morning, out by the end of the day. And I collected the 28 cents. Granted, you could only do that, I think, 2 or 3 times a week. Can you explain the profit margin on that, please? Well, the profit margin is the 28 cents. Okay. This is why I don't teach this one here. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated, but he wanted to know how we can do it with 500 bucks. Simple as that. You just come up with a list of all the stocks, and boom, there you have it. Uh-oh, 11:30, past my bedtime. All right, I thought you have to hold the stocks for 90 days. No, you don't. The good till cancel lasts for 90 days. Okay, the 2 examples I just showed you, okay, this one here, okay, which was the one that just passed, was 3 days. You're in and out in 3 days. The other one I showed you was the same day. Okay, you buy it at the market's open, you add the dividend, whatever the dividend is, and that's your exit target. Okay. Okay, guys, it is past 11:30. I've done my 2.5 hours. I am done for the day. For those of you that are on the list, I will see you in the morning. Just came across you. I'll definitely be back. That's cool. Every day. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do it because I don't know. It's just kind of taxing. Good night. Good night. Good night. Okay. CAT. You can catch me tomorrow. We'll do the same thing again tomorrow. Now, whoever signed up today, I'm going to go in and I'm going to send you the email right now. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow night. Night draft. See you in the morning. Is it true all traders should be doing it? No. I like people continuing what they're doing. People messing up my shit. All right. Done. Share. Oh, done. 10,000. Nice. Okay.